All right, how are we doing today? What is your name?
JD Pine.
All right, we got one question for you. What do you think about Josh Schumann?
I think he's a nice guy. I think he's focused. He doesn't say hi to me in the hallway, but that's okay.
Anything else you'd like to add?
He should play basketball next year.
In one word, describe Josh Schumann.
Scary.
Danger.
Aggressive.
Big.
A threat.
Large.
Complex.
Menace. Menace.
Intelligent.
Tall.
Gigantic.
You can't teach height. Hornswoggling.
Biggest
Eat our Welcome to The Life of Schum. I'm Johnny Lee as Pudding Media, and I'm here with...
I'm Colin Pennington.
Nicholas Nichols.
Josh Schumann.
And today we'll be conducting an in-depth interview of some features about Josh. Here we go.
All right, Josh, I have a very important question to ask you.
Shoot.
Describe yourself in one word.
Thick.
That's a very deep answer. Could you elaborate on that? Does it have anything to do with your upbringing or your past in some way?
No.
So I know that you grew up in Clifton before moving to Glen Ridge. Could you talk about how that affected your life?
Not very much, honestly. I mean, it's a little less diverse around here, as you could say. School system's a lot better, but I guess you got to ask at what cost.
Similarly, how did the transition from middle to high school affect your life?
You know, not necessarily just for me, but probably most people in our age group. The jump from middle to high school is a pretty big one. It's a big period of change, and you know, I facilitated that through changing my personal routine. You know, most people swear by drinking a gallon of water a day. I drink a gallon of milk. You know, I'd wake up, drink milk, eat some asbestos out of my walls, and hit the gym. You know.
Could you maybe speak more on the gym part, maybe any memorable experiences you've had?
Oh, sure. I mean, a couple of you listening might know this, but a week or two back, I decided to try to deadlift 490 on a hex bar, which, if you don't know, it's considerably easier to deadlift on a hex bar than a conventional bar. So, assuming that I could deadlift 405 conventional, which I can, I thought it'd be a good idea to try and pull 490. And, you know, I'm in the weight room pretty much alone. I get ready, I brace myself. I'm in, like, Tim's on a long sleeve. And try to get that thing up, and I just hear a crack, and I just fall right over. And for a good 20 or 30 seconds, I'm like, well, I'm paralyzed. It's over. But, you know, just got back up, kept morbid.
Sorry to hear that you got your back blown out.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It happens all the time.
All right, well, here are a couple more lighthearted questions. What's your opinion on Michael Morbius?
What can I say? Eat, pray, morb. You know, I wake up immediately. Before I go to school, it's a Morbius watch. Without fail. You know, I never miss a day. It's just so inspiring. Really, it's got to be the most movie of all time.
It's pretty relatable. It is pretty movie. All right, I have a second question for you. Who do you think would win in a fight, a silverback gorilla or a grizzly bear?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like it's going to depend a lot on anger. Like, a really driven, pissed-off gorilla could probably beat, like, a similarly angry grizzly. But if they're just both, like, in the wild in their element, and it's kind of like just a swatting match, I'm pretty sure the grizzly's taking it.
All right, it's an understandable answer. Another question for you is, who would you say is one of your favorite people in Glen Ridge?
Oh, my, it's got to be Ryan Weissman. I mean, that kid's just so goddamn sexy, you know?
I agree with that statement.
Right?
And final question for you. What is your opinion on JD Pine?
What a guy. Really, like, what a guy. You know, like, stands 5'7" with 6'8" energy, you know? Love that kid.
Love him.
Josh, thank you for your time. This has been the Life of Schum podcast, and
Goofy Out Podcast.
signing off.